So the Australian captain is out in the centre now. And he's out there with the Australians, having lost 3 for 45.
Ball hard into the ground on a race away square of the wicket. Shackle's broken there. Action wide. It's 4 for 66.
Well, that's well played. Beautiful shot. Over pitched, and it's been hit straight down the ground to the long boundary. Lovely timing by Stephen Waugh.
Gangulli's only medium pace. I just wonder if this might be something to do with the end from which Anil Kumble wants to bowl. But Ganguly now bowling from the cathedral end. That's beautifully timed and placed by Stephen Waugh.
Through the gully region, in the air, but it's only a slip and a gully in. That's going to go all the way for 4.
Ganguly may well have his hands on his head, but the fact remains that it wasn't a catch. Anil Kumble indicating that there's a big gap between first slip and gully, and Steve Waugh, though the ball didn't go in the direction he intended, still quite happy because he's got 4 runs against his name.
Immediately he strays onto the pads.
This is welcome Venki from the Australian captain. Nice juicy half volley on the pads. Easy runs there.
It's a good shot. That's a beautiful shot. Found the gap perfectly. Straight through the line. Beautiful batting by Stephen Waugh.
It was a half volley, all right, but it's still got to be hit, and hit between the fielders. Look at the way the foot has gone to the pitch of the ball. Look at the head, and look at the follow through of the bat. Any youngster watching, that is the way to play the cover drive.
Short boundaries as well at this ground on both sides. Very, very long down the ground, both ends. So if you're a strong square of the wicket player, you're in with a chance of scoring fast.
It's excellent value for your shots, particularly square of the wicket. Here Steve Waugh drives on the up, didn't really get it. The man at cover was never going to stop that. See, that wasn't right out of the middle of the bat, but picked the gap nicely.
And that's no better than the first attempt he made earlier in the over. 50 for Steve Waugh, good knock. Match that of Ricky Ponting, 4 for 165.
Bring the man up, he'll try and hit the boundary, so you've got to tempt him to hit through the field.
Quick glance, gets away fine. With the breeze. Wasn't a good ball, but it was very well played. It's well played, short boundaries. It's one of his favourite shots. Stephen Waugh, anything on his pads, strong wrists, and he whipped it away superbly.
That's lovely placement from Steve Waugh. He just seemed to caress that ball, and it's gone all the way to the boundary.
Yes, well played. Lovely shot. And indeed, that lovely drive brings up Steve Waugh's highest score against the Indians. And he's not finished yet. Let's just watch the ease with which he plays this one. No real force in that, was there? It's all placement and timing.
That's gone straight through. Really, the fielding has deteriorated quite badly in this final session. Ganguly, the offender on this occasion.
Yes, he got. Did he get a glare from the captain? It's one thing fielding badly. The captain wouldn't like it at the best of times, but when he's bowling as well, he gave him the full-on glare.
Steve Waugh to take strike. He's on 93. Venkatesh Prasad. He's on 97.
Bit of a loosener that from Venkatesh Prasad, allowing Steve Waugh to rock back onto his back foot and crash it through the covers.
Steve Waugh is on 98. That was a beauty. And there might have been a touch of nerves in the stroke as well. I think a touch of nerves is just about right. There's not much Ricky Ponting can do for him at the other end, because Waugh is vastly experienced. No matter how he's trying to put it out of his mind, it will be there. That's the opportunity to reach this milestone. And that's it. That's 100 for Steve Waugh. His 21st Test match 100. His first against India, and it makes the complete set against all of Australia's 8 opponents in Test match cricket.
This is a terrific effort from the Australian captain. That was the gap that he was looking for, trying to work it between square leg and mid-on. Ricky Ponting coming in to offer his congratulations, acknowledging the crowd. Generous applause there, and why not? He and Ricky Ponting have pulled Australia out of trouble.
In the air, safely away. Run down into the gutter for another 4. Well clear of the gully fieldsman. Through cover. He's missed a few of those. 300, really, that should have been stopped at cover.
Java goes Srinath. Going through gully 4. Yes, there's no third man down there. It's a long boundary. And, well, Stephen Waugh, we know, scores a lot of runs. Square of the wicket on the offside, sometimes just behind, sometimes just in front, sometimes dead square.
Well, this didn't quite go where Steve Waugh intended it to go. Tried to hit the square drive, but it went behind point. He was actually trying to hit it in front of point. I got enough bat on it.
Short again, cut away, that'll be 4-2. That's a good shot. Well, the last one he hit in that direction wasn't quite controlled, but that one was. And they get another single, and that takes Steve Waugh to his 150. He's done that 11 times now. And he's not finished yet. Oh yes, as he got in, was there a noise there? He's not giving him. Stephen Waugh is standing. Once again, the Indians going up. No, he's given him. So he gave him a chance to go. Now that was very interesting. He took a long, long time over that one. Steve Waugh stood there, and then eventually umpire Dunn decided to give him out.
Well, I think he had to have a word with Daryl Harper. Daryl Harper said yes, Waugh carried to the wicketkeeper. It's the big nick. It's just a question of now Dunn, you'll see, is just turning his palms up and looking across to Daryl Harper, and then he gives him out. 150. He's not going to get up to his highest score ever. Brilliant partnership, though, between the skipper just going up the steps now and Shane Warne, who's left out there to look after the tail ends.